The Bayou Geeks. Please subscribe.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Maximus G420. Welcome to the Bayou Geeks podcast. It's a little different this week. My boy Fatty 316 is not feeling good. Had some bronchial issues, bronchitis, pneumonia. Not really sure. Well, I wish him love, thoughts and prayers. Hope he'll feel better soon. It's probably dealing with all the fucking cold that we've had down here, which is kind of. We'll get into that in a minute because that's just record-breaking stuff. But make sure you guys are out there. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, rate and review on the podcast side. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know what you think. What can we improve on? What we're doing great. If you got any questions for us, put them on there. We check them every time. And without further ado, let's hand it over to my second chair, Big Dirt. What's going on?
Oh, same old, same old. We had a heat wave today, 40 degrees. Big heat wave in Cincinnati. I'm not used to being 40 degrees. It hasn't been like that in a long time.
Yeah, let's say late January, February. I know how it is up north. My birthday's coming up next week, and I know how nobody ever came to my birthday party. It was only family because it was too cold. Didn't give a shit. Sorry. If your birthday wasn't at the beginning of the school year or towards the end of the school year, you weren't having a birthday party.
Yep.
That's just how it is. And last but not least, our boy that just moved out to Denver, Colorado. Well, actually, Colorado Springs or somewhere in Colorado. Your boy Chris. Chris, what's going on?
It is cold as a mug here. That's what's going on.
Nothing, man.
Y'all, like it's 40. It's like 18 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, no. See, I can't. No, I'm glad I moved away from this shit.
And I think it's still snowing.
Yeah, see, and that's what we're gonna get into because most people, if you guys don't know, the Bayou Geeks, our home base is out here in New Orleans. And recently, if you guys didn't know, we got hit with a very bad cold front. It was much worse than expected. It lasted pretty much the whole week. Today was the first day that we've reached over 40 degrees for more than an hour. I think it got up to as much as almost 60 degrees today. Like it was a nice day today. A lot of places where you would go, the snow's melted. And I'm not lying, y'all, snow. And when I mean snow, it's like 10 inches of snow. Look up anybody that lived in New Orleans, Louisiana on Facebook, on Instagram, anybody, any of the weather channels, any of the news channels for those local stations like Fox 8, any of them. And they'll show you video of just snow. And it's not something that's down. Like the last time I got snow down here, I think they said it was like 63 or some shit like that. It was like 50 years where it was like 3 inches of snow, which is still a lot. But there was anywhere from 10 and a half inches to a foot of snow in a city that doesn't know what salt is other than if you're cooking. Like
that sounds about right.
Do we put onion powder and garlic powder and some Tonys on that shit too? No, you don't. That's not gonna work. You're not gonna eat it. But no, yeah, like I know y'all checked out my page and seen it. I couldn't believe it. I did not understand it. People out here were freaking the fuck out. These are some peoples that have never seen snow ever because they've lived down here. Like they've had dustings of snow, or you go outside and it's cold and it's just that ice, that little thin sheet of stuff, and you're like, ooh, that's the coldest it gets. That's the most precipitation we ever get. This thing was a fucking blizzard. It just kept on snowing, kept on fucking snowing. It literally started about 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, where you started to see the flurries. And as the day went on, just kept on going. My dogs didn't know what to do. They've never seen snow. they're like, I don't know what this shit is. What are you talking about? They don't know what to do. They had no idea. Christy went out there. Love you, baby. She went out there and did a snow angel on the side of our driveway, and you could do a snow angel perfect. Like I let the dogs go outside and we ran around out front for a little bit. I know Dirk, you're used to the snow. Chris, you're gonna get used to the snow. Like you said, it was just snowing now. That's just nuts. But yeah, bro, it was a lot of snow, bro. Like motherfuckers on 4-wheelers pulling a kayak behind them. uh, just tied a rope to the back of a truck and just holding on to something, whatever they could fucking hold on to. Makeshift. Like I've seen people using boogie boards. You know those fat little boogie boards that you use to go on like waves and stuff. Using those to go sliding down a hill because that's what they were doing.
I mean, that works.
People will
It
work,
does.
yeah, but it doesn't work
But
well because
still.
there's nothing really to hold on to. It's that little string that goes around your ankle. That's not you fucking pull that thing right out of the fucking out of the board all the time. There was people on the interstate just playing. There was video out there. If you guys may or may not have seen it on Canal Street, somebody was playing ice hockey. Like there was a couple people with ice skates because it froze over.
Oh, snap.
That's the part that
Okay.
people
Damn.
forget that they don't see. I try to tell Christy, I try to tell everybody around me, like, bro, this is not going away anytime soon. This much snow and staying that cold, it's gonna be here for a few days. Friday, maybe Saturday. I told everybody. Saturday for sure because I knew the temperature was coming up, but it was bad. It was bad. Everybody had a great time. Everybody that I knew, their stories were all 2025 snowstorm and everybody outside and
Yay.
doing stupid shit and seeing
Ice
videos
hockey.
of seen videos of my friends, their kids jumping in pools when it's 25 degrees outside and snowing, and I'm like, no, you're dumb. I know, I get it. You're 19. This makes sense. I understand. You're 19. I may have done it when I was 19, but no,
I didn't.
I don't think I ever did either because I was tired of that shit then.
Yes.
But yeah, so like I know Chris, you're moved into an area where you're the outsider on how the snow and the temperature is. How's it feeling for you up there right now? Are you getting used to it yet, or is it still just becoming a pain in the ass?
Shit.
Well, I'm from the Mid-Atlantic, so I'm used to snow.
But not like what you're getting now.
I'm not used to this type of cold. Like
Yeah,
it's like the other day it was in single digits. It was 8 degrees out.
Fuck
and I'm
that.
like 8 degrees. And then the low was like negative like 10 or some shit. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh hell no.
Yeah, no, that I don't.
I was like, I'm not leaving my house. I'm just gonna stay here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go anywhere right now, so I'm good. I'm just going to chill and stay warm.
Yeah, that's what everybody was doing down here. That was the funny thing too, because the infrastructure out here isn't built for it. Not only were the roads taking forever, like I think they only opened up the interstate today fully. I think maybe late last night on Friday. The storm hit Tuesday and it was all Tuesday. It didn't stop snowing until it got dark out. And then even when it got dark out, it still snowed. It was snowing until about 7, 8 o'clock over here. And it was nuts. And then it got cold, 20 something degrees, but everybody had to keep their faucets on. I had to keep like 2 or 3 faucets on in the house to keep them drip so the pipes wouldn't freeze because they're not used to it. My pool's been running for a week. That's killing me. Electricity bill's gonna be so far up there. Heat's been on so I've never had the heat on this long. I don't understand what to do. Like it's so much snow. So much snow. Like Christy's all sad. It's all gone. Snow's all gone. I'm like, yeah, good. Fuck that stuff. Fuck that shit. Hate this shit. Totally this shit's gonna be. The crazy part was I wouldn't even been able to record tonight normally because today would have been my my granddaughter's 3rd birthday. Happy birthday, baby girl. It was her birthday. It was her birthday earlier this week, and we were having the party today. We're supposed to, but because of everything that happened, it's like, no, we can't do. We're not ready. Like we've been fucking. Like I have some of my friends that are like, I know what cabin fever is. I'm like, yeah, you can't go nowhere. And Christy's like, let's go outside. I'm like, no, it's 27 degrees outside. I don't want to go outside. And there's all kinds of snow because the crazy part was it only snowed the one day. It only snowed Tuesday, but it snowed so much and just nobody, like all the bridges. Like if you were in New Orleans, you were not getting out of New Orleans. There was no way to get out. Interstate 10 going east and west are the only 2 ways to get out. And to go across the lake, you have to go across Causeway Bridge, which is a 27-mile bridge basically that connects the New Orleans to the north side of the lake. We call that the North Shore. We're called the South Shore. And it was closed. It's only 2 lanes on either side. So like even when there's like an accident out there, it's a wrap. You can't. If you're stuck on that side where the accident is, you're stuck. You're not moving until the accident is clear. So if you were stuck in New Orleans the last few days, you were stuck here. Like literally, you weren't going anywhere. You couldn't go anywhere. Planes didn't land and get here until Thursday, I think, was when they first allowed planes to. Yeah, Yeah, from Monday night to Thursday, they had no planes coming in or out of the metro area, and it was crazy. I was like, "What?" It's because and it was so cold Monday. Like, I know y'all we're hit. I'm hitting heavy on this, but this is something that's like categorically monumental. This is world record. Like nobody's ever seen anything like that. I think it was 130 years the last time it snowed this much in the South, which is
Jeez.
nuts. Because like what? Like, see, yeah, I can't do the snow. I don't like the snow.
I mean, on one level, like hearing stories about people making snow angels and sledding and playing ice hockey, it's like almost brings back memories of being a kid when
It
you didn't have
does.
responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
You could actually enjoy a snow day, but at the same time, as an adult now, I'm like, I fucking hate this shit.
Yeah.
I didn't go to work. I worked Monday, and it was cold as hell Monday. Monday it didn't get up. It didn't get above freezing. Like that's how the day started. They started at 30 something degrees and it stayed there. Didn't go any higher. Sun was out, 32 degrees outside. And you guys know what that feels like now. It's like it
Yep.
looks beautiful outside, but then you go outside and that wind hits you and you're like, "Oh, this is just frozen ice that's not frozen yet. It's just this super cold wind that's coming through just eats through my soul." I didn't clean a pool on Monday. I checked chemicals and emptied out baskets. Did like the bare minimum shit. Customers were looking at me thinking that I was crazy. Like, why are you even here? They even told me, like, why are you? Like, a few of them that saw me were like, "What are you doing here, Gary? Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, what do
It's
you
my
want to do?
boss.
I'm like, you told us to work at least today. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be here the rest of the week. And we weren't. We ended up not going back the rest of the week at all. Like, we ended up having to just scrap it and start fresh on Monday because what we were supposed to do. Like, we can't. The roads were closed. Like neighborhoods. Like I remember when I went outside in front and saw the front of my house and looked down the block. I seen kids down the block building a snowman. I ain't seen that down here. Well, the missus never seen that down. Like she's the closest she's ever been when she went to like Tennessee or some shit, and they got snow up there when they're like on some football trip. Um, so it's just weird. She was loving it. She was super happy. Then she was like, "Man, I'm kind of tired of this fucking cold though."
Yeah.
I'm
Aren't
like,
we
Yeah,
all?
like the snow, like the weather here, I'm finding is it's dry air because of the elevation. So
mhm.
it's not like you don't get that wet snow, like super wet snow. It's
Yeah,
No
all
no,
slush.
usually like dry snow.
Yeah.
But if there's any wind with it, it hits you
that wind pierces
hard.
through your body, bro.
It does.
And you
Man.
guys are up at elevation too. Pierces.
And then the worst part is like I said, I have asthma.
Oh
So going out
Jesus.
in that is like
No.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
Like I
That's what.
went out one time. The one time it snowed, I went out because I had to go somewhere for an interview. And I was like, all right, it's right around the corner. I'm gonna be all right.
I'm be fine.
There's
I'm
a
gonna jog
small
this shit.
hill. There's a small hill. It's snowing. I'm good. I get up this hill. I'm like, oh my God, I can't breathe. It's like a 2-minute walk. What the fuck? I can't breathe.
Yeah, you know
I had
why?
to I had to go in this store and sit down and like pop my inhaler just to get air. Like I was like, this is bad.
Oh
That's
man.
fucked up, bro.
And it's like the store, like the ladies in there were so nice. They're like, oh my God, you need help? You need an ambulance? I'm like, no, I just need to sit down.
You need an ambulance. Oh my god. They roasting you. They're like, you sure you okay? Hey, black
No, I
man.
was
You
literally
need
like,
some breath.
yeah, I was literally like, I could not get
my
air in
God.
my lungs. I was like, what is happening?
The high
bro.
elevations is happening.
That's
Right. I
killer,
was
bro.
like,
Like you're not used to that shit yet.
I was
How long you been out there now?
good.
Like 4 months?
since October.
Yeah. See, you haven't been out there long enough yet. And you went through like the worst part. The worst part to move in a place is when it's their winter. Like going from their
Right.
fall
I'm
to
like,
their winter, it's the
shit.
worst part. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, bro. I'm feel bad for you. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go outside either. Like I ain't got no asthma or nothing, but I don't like that cold, man. Like it's one of the top 3 things that I hate.
Like it was part of my journey to find a job out here, which was funny because like I was like, okay, I got to interview at this phone at AT&T, right? I'm gonna go there, and it wasn't even the right place.
Oh no.
Oh.
Because they're like, "Oh, it's this store at this store," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I finally like after sitting there for like 5 minutes and popped my inhaler, I walked to the store because it's right there. I'm like, all right, cool. I get there and the guy's like, "Can I help you? You're here to get a phone?" I'm like, "No, I'm here to meet somebody for an interview." They're like, "Who?" And I give them the guy's name and I'm like, that guy didn't work here. I'm like, "What?"
Oh no.
You getting punked.
So
Yeah,
I called the
exactly.
guy like, "Hey man, what store am I supposed to be at?" They're like, "Oh, it's this one." It was like 5 miles up the street. I was like, "Yeah, you got one closer because I can't make that, dude. I almost died like getting here, bro."
They ain't got no public transportation. Ain't got no bus.
Dude, the buses here suck.
Oh.
That's
my
the other
gosh.
like public transportation here is not. It doesn't go everywhere.
That's just weird. That's how
And
it
I'm
is
like,
out here.
why don't the buses go everywhere? Like, cause
That
like,
is one. That is weird.
That's definitely a southern thing that I've noticed. Because even when I lived in Orlando, it was weird. Because I was used to Chicago, where it's a grid system, city layout.
yeah,
North, south, east, west, and there really was no east because the east was Lake Michigan. Like so we were up against a natural border, so everything just went north, south, east, or west, and there was a couple diagonal streets that went northwest to southeast. But you knew where
yeah.
you were. It was easy to get to it, and all the buses ran on all the major streets all the time. Like I think even after midnight, most of the main line buses ran one every 30 minutes. Like there wasn't as many, but there were still some. So you would still be stuck out there
Yeah.
sometimes, but you would still make it if you really had to. You know what I mean? But
Like
30
here,
minutes
they're
sitting in the cold, fuck that. Couldn't do it.
like here,
I
there are
done
a
it.
couple buses that go like every half hour or so. Some that don't run like periodically during the day. One that runs every hour.
Yes, we got that.
Going downtown to downtown Colorado Springs,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can catch a bus there. Like buses there to go all over, that go to more places. But it's still like, bro, like two of the bigger hospitals, no buses go there.
Oh boy.
That's
Well,
weird.
I'm like,
What?
because we were driving around one day, but it's like, oh, this is one of the biggest hospitals in the area. And I'm like, does the bus go here? No.
No.
What the fuck?
Ambulance does though. Walk
Yeah,
your ass.
exactly.
Why didn't the bus go here? It's
Yeah,
like,
closest bus
why
stop's a
can't
mile
this
away.
go here to this hospital? Or then one of the ones nearby that I'm going to be working for, like there's one a couple miles up the road, but even there, no bus goes there.
Well,
There's like
first of
some
all,
weird shuttle thing,
yeah,
but
got
you have
that
to
too. That
call
sucks.
set up getting picked up by it.
We got
oh
that
jeez,
too.
you gotta call him. That's fucking no.
Right. I'm like, what? Why aren't just buses here? Man? What is
Why we got no buses?
And I thought our bus situation was weird.
no?
Well,
This
first
is
of all,
probably got y'all beat.
I want to say congratulations because I never you told us about it.
Yeah.
But congratulations that you finally found some work out there, so we can stop ripping at you about it. Mainly just Dirk just calling you out all the goddamn time. I couldn't believe Dirk did that.
No, not just me. That was fatty. That was fatty. Not just
It was
me.
everybody, including me. I was ripping myself for like.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was ripping on you too, bro. Come on, that's what we do. We do it because we love you. But no, for real, congratulations. I'm glad you got something to do. You don't got cabin fever. Now you got to deal with this weather, and that's gonna be some shit, man. Fuck this weather, bro.
Yeah,
I'm so glad it's gone. I'm so happy. Like
I said, just get a pair. I get a pair of boots and maybe a pair of gloves. I'll be all right.
I was kind of hoping you say that you got your job interview while you had asthma, and the boss would ask you, "Hey, Chris, tell us about yourself." Well,
as you
I'm
can
from
see, I got
Baltimore.
asthma. I just moved here. Fuck, I can't breathe.
Like there was one job interview I went to.
I was hoping.
Where
Yes,
that
oxygen mask.
kind of happened.
Oh Jesus!
I
After
thought
you
I
left,
had
they're
like
just cracking
I
jokes.
got there early, and they're like, "Oh, since you're early, that's great. We just have you come back early." I'm like, "Oh, give me 1 second because I need to." They're like, "Come on back." I'm like,
Pump.
shit.
Like,
So
hold
I
up.
get back there, and they're like, "Are you
Like
okay?"
he just
I'm
ran a
like, "Yeah,
marathon
I
and shit.
need 1 second."
He's like, I might need an EpiPen. Hold on.
But no,
Oh,
it was
shit.
just bad.
But that's
my asthma
I'm glad
pump.
you finally found something though. That's good, bro. Because I know how that be, bro. Trust me. This week I've had cabin fever. Don't get me wrong. Love spending time with my old lady and having a great time and watching fucking every show you can think of. We went through like 3 different series. Like I watched Prime Video, some little cop show. It's like 7 or 8 episodes called On Call about some rookie
Oh
cop.
yeah.
It's actually
Was
pretty
it any
good.
good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. We saw like The Night Agent season 2. Saw something else. Fucking the whole season of it. Or like I've watched so much TV this week. So, I'm good. We're actually watching. You know what's funny? Because I've been telling Fatty that I wanted to watch it, and because of the new season of it is coming out March 4th or 5th on Disney Plus. Daredevil Reborn. I'm
Oh
actually
yeah.
watching the original, the first 3 seasons from Netflix. And I'm like, I think we're in like season 1 still because we just started today. Season 1, like episode 6 or 7, something like that. It's pretty fucking good. Like the writing's pretty good, the acting's pretty good. I like the guy they got that's playing Daredevil, who's supposed to be the same guy coming back. And
Yeah.
then Vincent D'Onofrio still coming back as Wilson Fisk.
They got the whole cast
Kingpin,
coming back.
Yeah, I think everybody's still the same. Yeah, which is awesome because I'm starting to know who all these characters are. Because I remember seeing bits and pieces of it here and there, and I heard it was a good show, but I just never got into it. But this week we had nothing else to watch. I was like,
Yeah, they
want to
got
watch a superhero one? It's 3 seasons.
Everybody's coming back. John Bernthal's returning as the Punisher.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I like that.
There are talks about Jessica Jones coming back, Luke Cage coming back.
Yeah, I
And
heard
Cage.
they're supposed to do a whole I think not multiverse, but their whole little universe of them. And I think who's supposed to crash that universe is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is supposed to be there. Spidey in the
they did a street level Spider-Man series. Oh my god!
And it's supposed to. Well, I think he's doing a cameo, but I think it's supposed to be not Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland. It's supposed to be his Spider-Man.
It should be his Spider-Man.
Yeah, which is cool, but it's funny. But it's like, holy shit, they're actually starting to get it back together. But they're supposed to, like you said, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and the Punisher.
Because Daredevil was in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
No Way Home.
And that's why they're going to have them cross over where they're still like talk to each other because Hell's Kitchen's right there. It's not far from Manhattan. Like it's right there. It's literally just north and west of Manhattan. That's all it is. It's all on the same fucking island. Can't get off the island. There's nowhere to go.
I'm hoping they do that because as a Spider-Man fan, I was sick of him being Tony Stark Jr. Like I hated that part, but
he's all on his dick. Thank you, Mr.
I was
Stark.
like, yo, that's not Spider-Man should be his own character. And No Way Home finally set him up to be his own guy. Where it's like none of the other stuff matters. It's just him by himself doing his thing.
I still love that part in No Way Home where Doctor Strange where he does the fucking thing where he pops the aura out of the body. And Spider-Man's like, wow, this is cool. And he's still holding on to the box.
Yeah, because the Spider-Sense is doing this thing.
Yeah, and then he just snaps back and he's like, nobody's ever done that before. What the fuck? Like, yeah. Like, that's pretty cool. I don't want to do that again.
It's like Spider-Sense, motherfucker. You can't just grab something out of my hand.
Yeah, it's not that easy. But no, I am glad that they are making that universe and they're building it out like it's its own thing. Basically it's just New York universe is basically what it is. It's like, hey, New York City, look at all the superheroes you got.
I mean, they already did drop that what's the name's gonna be coming in is going to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars Daredevil.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
because somebody out it like, oh, he's training for the Avengers movie, and everyone's like, he's gonna be in it.
Did you hear that Chris Evans supposed to be in Secret Wars? He's supposed to be Captain. What the hell is it called?
He's coming back. Scarlett Johansson's coming back.
He's supposed to be Captain Hydra. That's what he's going to be. He's going to be Captain Hydra.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And then they're supposed to bring back a different
Secret Empire.
Ooh. Yeah. Secret Wars or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. They're doing some pretty cool stuff. We'll see how it goes because they've done too much of the other stuff with the political stuff, but. Like, Fatty and I have talked about it before. We've all talked about it. Deadpool and Wolverine was it gave them like permission, which is what I don't know why they needed it because we've all been wanting something like that anyway. Like we all liked the first series of the MCU when it came out with Captain America and Iron Man and all that original, like that stuff was awesome. And then even to I think what was it? I think up until Endgame was fantastic. And then after that, everything kind of was like agenda based. Well, we have to have this narrative. It's got to sound like this.
Like I'm in the minority. I didn't hate the stuff they did.
I didn't hate it either. Fatty's fucking.
I like the Eternals
off the handle. I like the Eternals too. I hate the fact that they just you guys are this powerful. You guys couldn't come and help, motherfucker.
I mean, why? Like because they were sent there by the Celestials, they couldn't. They were told don't interfere, no matter how bad it got. They even showed when Faustus he gave them the technology for the nuclear bomb. And you see him at the aftermath of like one of the nukes in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And he's like, oh my God, what have I done? So you see the consequences of them interfering. It's like, all right, that's why they stayed the fuck out of it.
And it was funny too, then in Deadpool and Wolverine, because they used a Mobius strip in Endgame to go back so they didn't mess up the timeline. That's why they talked about it in Deadpool and Wolverine. I've watched that movie so many goddamn times now too.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I seen somebody explaining what a Mobius strip is. Because they're showing just like a regular like piece of paper that's in a circle. You cut it in half. Now you have two. But when you have a Mobius strip, because it's got that weird, twirl in it, if you cut it in half, it just makes a bigger loop. That's the same loop and nothing new, which was cool. And the more you cut it, it'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it looks like the timeline. And they explained that in Deadpool and Wolverine a little bit where they touched on that because that's why the TVA didn't want to mess with it because that's the sacred timeline. We didn't want to fuck with that, but then old boy wanted to fuck with it. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's on Disney Plus. Like it's great.
Yeah, Loki was good too. Loki was good too.
Yeah, Loki was really good. That's another one.
Even though they had to course correct a lot of stuff because that dude got in trouble.
Yeah, shit happens.
I mean,
come on, man. It's Hollywood, baby.
We got plans for this dude to play Kang, and it's gonna be great. And he was great in the role, and then he fucked it all up.
Me too.
Fumbled the bag, as they say in the streets.
Yeah, fumbled the bag. Look, we're hip now, kids. Check out our slang. We got swag, baby.
I didn't mind that when Eternals was good. I like Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi then rings. Yeah, that's
Black
that's
Panther 2. I get why they did what they did.
Yeah, but you could see through that it was so agenda based because they could have. Like, I wish they never killed Killmonger. Because I
wish they had just recast Black Panther. That's what they should have done from jump.
That's what they're supposed to be doing here coming up in Secret Wars because there's supposed to be another Black Panther movie.
And they're apparently looking at the guy that played Hawkman in Black Adam.
Okay.
What's his name? Aldous Hodge, I think.
I don't know. I can't remember what his name is. Dirk, get on that.
They were looking at the main guy from Snowfall.
Idris Elba?
Nah,
okay.
Damson Idris, and he refused to even read for it.
Oh shit!
He was like,
really?
Nah.
Jesus. He's like, nah, fuck you, bitches.
Well, I think part of it is like taking on that role. You better be good because you're taking over for a guy that everybody loved Chadwick Boseman in that role.
Yep. Dude, if you go back and see, and it's funny because they had him on a red carpet in one of the premieres, and they're like, "Oh, Wakanda 2." He's like, "Are you going to be there?" And he's like, "I'm dead. I'm done. I'll be dead." Like, and he said it like you thought he was joking, like, "Oh, that he's just done with the role and he didn't want to." No, it's because he had cancer.
Yeah.
He shot that fucking movie when he had cancer, and Endgame when he had cancer, and it's just because like
he shot like all that stuff while he was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
And
I was like, this dude put out some of his best work while dying.
And the crazy part was, I remember, like, after watching him in Black Panther, like, I remember Chadwick Boseman and other stuff, but I didn't remember like he didn't have as much of an impact. And I've seen him in like little small stuff, like on TV series and stuff. Like he'll do a cameo or something because he's like, the son of somebody or this or that or whatever, just some minor actor in whatever, SVU or whatever show that I'm watching, you know what I mean? Like, and he would pop up and you would remember, and I'd be like, oh my God, I forgot about it. He wasn't that, like whenever you go back and watch old movies and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that so-and-so turned into that, you're like, holy shit. Like Chris Pratt. Who would have thought Chris Pratt was going to be what he is?
Yeah,
like I seen a clip of him in some other movie where he was so young and his hair was so big and curly. I was like, Jesus. I was like, you're a baby. Now you're Star-Lord.
Yeah. And then he was the guy from Parks and Rec.
or Parks and
Yeah,
Rec.
Parks
Yeah,
and Rec, big dude.
he's like we all love comebacks. He's like, yo, I like that Ray J Kim Kardashian movie. Like, what? He's like, he came on her back, didn't he? Like, are you shit?
He made a song about it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. But yeah, bro, it's. I'm glad that they're trying to get back to what they were good at, and giving people what they want as far as the Marvel universe is concerned. But I'm liking Daredevil. I can't wait to see the new one. It looks really good. Seeing some of the previews, and Vincent D'Onofrio is, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched it. Go ahead and fast forward like 10 seconds. But apparently, Kingpin becomes the mayor of New York.
Oh, that happens in the comics.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, people didn't watch the show, they didn't know that, but I saw that because I saw the preview. And the preview, he's talking to Matt,
Yeah.
and he's telling them he's like, things are a little different now, and I'm like, oh shit. And then it's like, this is the reborn one. I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like, when he's gonna get his fancy toys, because right now it's just him in a taser. What is it? What do they call those things? A cattle prod? I think he has one of those, but like a small one. That's all he has right now. And he doesn't like guns, because we all know that Daredevil doesn't like guns. Most real superheroes don't like guns, which is kind of like, I don't know.
Except the Punisher.
No, Punisher loves guns. Punisher loves guns. Loves guns. Loves guns. He is America. And I forgot, the writer of the Punisher would hate seeing cops use that as like their signal. Like they'd wear the shirt, or they'd have the sticker on the car. He's like, that's not what it's about. He's like, this guy is not a cop. This guy's a vigilante. Right. He's like, you guys are using that, and then I see what you guys are doing. It's like people that look like the three of us get shot on occasion for just looking the wrong way. Like, we got to be real deliberate. Hey, I'm gonna reach for my back pocket to get my wallet so I can get my ID out of there. Two fingers,
front pocket.
2 fingers.
Goodbye.
That's 2 fingers. I'm gonna no, don't get it. Okay, I won't get it then. I'll give you my driver's license number. Look it up. It'll say my name.
But not and that's the thing. Like, people misunderstand the Punisher in general. It's like, oh, he's just out there doing his thing because the system failed. I'm like, no, the motherfucker snapped, and if you're a criminal, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Simply, well, put Batman in the Marvel universe and put the Punisher in the DC universe. I'm like, you put Punisher in the DC universe, a lot of dudes going to be dead within 5 minutes. Like, Joker would
Joker wouldn't
last 5 seconds.
No,
Joker would not be around for a while. He would not be around for as long as he's been. Yeah, dude. There's always somebody like that. Oh, and speaking, since we're talking about comic book and superhero stuff, you guys saw the thing where I sent you the article. This is one of the reasons why I send those articles on our group chats. That Stan Lee and the creator of Goku, Stan Lee and Akira Toriyama met back in the day, and they both said that Goku would be Superman. So
I don't know about that,
bro. Look, the creators of both characters.
Well, Stan Lee didn't create Superman. No.
Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
He works for the competition to Superman.
Exactly.
So he's like,
Marvel.
Oh yeah,
Of course
he would be Superman's bitch ass. That's right.
Yeah.
He fucked this shit up.
Yeah, of course Stan was gonna say that.
But look, how many people do you how many superheroes have several different types of weaknesses to a certain type of kryptonite? Fucking pink, red, blue, black, orange, green, like all these different color kryptonites.
How rare is that rock though?
Yeah, still, but it doesn't matter if it's rare or not. We're talking about things that are aliens, basically. They got superpowers in the general. So you're gonna have to figure out something. Whereas Goku,
he's an alien.
You ain't got nothing like that.
I mean, to be fair, Goku has died and come back to life,
all
literally fighting the whole time back to life.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking dude's immortal.
I'm dead. Gotta go up the mountain.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
What the
Gotta climb the tower.
I killed you 5 episodes ago. Yeah, well, I got
back.
Exactly.
Yeah, doesn't stretch.
Ready to go though. Whooped by Turles.
Exactly. So yeah, bro.
The tree of might. He got his
I
ass
mean,
whooped by
Goku would
turtles.
probably give him that work though. Like, he
He
would be
would.
Superman's ass, dude.
I would love to see that, but yeah, that'd be something crazy.
Time for
But it's
Super
like-
Saiyan 3. Yeah.
Spirit Bomb? What the fuck? Superman, they hold up, man. What? I was not ready for this type of anarchy today. What is this?
Super
Superman
Saiyan
would
4.
just-
Here we go.
Superman would just pick up Goku and fucking fly him to the sun.
That
Throw him in
wouldn't
the sun.
kill Goku though.
That
You
would
could
I
just
know,
do
he's-
Super Saiyan again.
They kill him for a week. That's about it.
I-
You buy him
Super
some
Saiyan
time.
7. Oh, come on.
Oh, trying to get the 7 Dragon Balls and wishing back.
It's like, oh shit.
That's what they would do.
Fuck, man. Yeah, bro. That's funny. But also the other little comic book news, because we are kind of nerds on here about it. I seen that they're actually supposed to come out this year with a Godzilla versus the Hulk comic book. I hit the
Hulk
wrong
on
button.
his
I couldn't
ass
save it.
whoop. Hulk ain't ready for that, dude.
I know. I thought the same.
The Hulk is strong as fuck.
Here's the thing: the Hulk could destroy a planet. Like if he gets mad enough.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, that's true.
So like I actually want to wait till this is one of the few comics that I've ever actually wanted to look forward to actually like go get. That it was like mainstream. It wasn't like some
I
like
want to see
local
what
guy.
happens to that too.
I would like because I want to see how they write that.
Yeah.
It's just showing, like the cover art that they showed. I don't know if you guys can find it. I can't do the share screen on my thing, but they had the cover art and it was just basically fucking big ass Godzilla, fucking laser beam mouth coming out, and the Hulk just fucking standing there, fucking taking it, like jumping towards him. That was the cover art that I saw. Like,
Yeah,
jumping into the fucking that
Yeah.
lightning fire that comes out of Godzilla, and I was like, yo.
no, that looked dope. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Are they going to be the same size, or is Godzilla still much bigger than the Hulk?
No, Godzilla is like huge, and then the Hulk is still big, but compared to
Godzilla,
us, he's-
yeah, exactly.
compared to-
That's what I was wondering.
compared to us, he's huge, but compared to Godzilla, he's just a little bigger.
I
But it doesn't
mean,
realize how
unless
strong he is.
there is one way the Hulk could win this because he can absorb gamma radiation,
That's
and
what I'm saying.
Godzilla is radioactive, basically.
Yeah, like
If he
Godzilla
absorbs
charges up,
enough-
fucking hits him, and the Hulk gets bigger.
Jesus.
How about if eventually the Hulk's the same size as the Godzilla?
Godzilla is like Hulk smash.
No, Hulk smashed the whole city. Hulk
I
smashed
mean,
tycoons.
There
fucking
was that
tidal
one
waves.
arc. What was it? World War Hulk, where like two of the funniest things happened in that book. The funniest one, the first one was when Ghost Rider showed up to confront the Hulk because he was out of control, and he like tried to pen and stare the Hulk, and he was like, "Never mind, you're right," and just drove off. And everybody's like, "Yo, did Ghost Rider just piece the fuck out?"
And he's like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
No,
good. I don't need to do
no,
this.
the Hulk was in the right because what was it? Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Doctor Strange, and somebody else shot him into space for his own good, quote unquote. Because they were like, Bruce, man, you're too much of a threat, bro. We're gonna send you to this planet
Yeah,
that's uninhabited where you'll be okay to just live out your life
What the?
in
by
peace,
yourself.
similar to Earth. And then something hit the ship and put it in another direction, and it sent him to this planet where he became a gladiator slave.
yeah.
But he broke free, found love, got married, had a kid, and then the ship he was on blew up.
Oh, damn.
So he was like, "They set me up.
Yeah.
There's a ship here. I'm going back to Earth.
Oh.
And I'm bringing my army with me." He beats up. Oh, Black Bolt was involved. From the Inhumans was involved too. So he goes to the Inhumans first. Like, where's Black Bolt? And he was like, and his wife is like, "Look, you don't want to do this. A whisper from him will kill you." He's like, "I'm not here to hear him whisper. I'm here to make him scream."
Give me the
He
smoke.
puts a broadcast of the Earth like, "Yo, Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Charles Xavier, and Dr. Stephen Strange, y'all coming to me.
Nah. Like,
And
that's
if
how we
you
gonna do it.
don't, and he holds up Black Bolt, this is what I'm doing to you. And Black Bolt he wrecked it. He wrecks Tony Stark in the Hulkbuster.
Shit.
He takes on the X-Men.
Jesus, I want to see that.
The whole squad. And he breaks Colossus's arms.
Jesus.
Hey. Oh my gosh.
Darwin's like pieces out because his powers are like
no. His power is like, we can't beat him. We can't turn into anything that's gonna fuck with this.
My
We're gonna
powers
go
are
ahead and
to
leave.
adapt to survive.
I'm gonna turn into a bird and we're gonna fly the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Everybody's like, yo, Darwin just pieced out. Nightcrawler's like, yeah, because his powers to adapt to survive. So his powers figured the best way for him to survive is to not be up here right
now.
Wolverine,
let's not go near this edge of the volcano. We might fall in.
He fights Wolverine, and Wolverine's like, dude, I'm adamantium, bro. We can keep going all day. He's like, yeah, your adamantium bones are one thing, but your brain inside that adamantium bounce you up against the concrete over and over again. Probably not gonna be good for you. Whack, 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 whack.
Yeah, look. Here's the Dirk found it too, and I found it at the same time. But here's the picture of the cover art of the.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I mean? Like, Hulk is still small. He's still tiny compared to the fucking Godzilla. Godzilla's still fucking huge, but like you said, I need
that ass up.
I didn't even think about it. The fact that that's right. Hulk will absorb that radiation, and will that just make him bigger? Like, that's my thing. Like, remember what happened?
Stronger, that's for sure.
Which one was it? Was it I think it was the Ed Norton Hulk? Was that one the Incredible Hulk, or was that one was just the Hulk?
It was the Hulk where he kept getting bigger the matter he got.
Yeah, well, the Abomination ended up getting bigger because of the fucking because old boy tried to.
That was the Ed Norton one,
yeah, that one. Like, so, like the same thing. The Hulk, he just got bigger. He got fucking angrier and angrier, and fucking you're like, whoa. So I could just imagine that's what the same thing that's going to happen with Godzilla and Hulk. But yeah, so that's going to be fun to look forward to this year too. We got something. I guess I'm gonna bring this up right now, just because I know Fatty would love us to, as he would say, his Lord and Savior came back to power as the 47th president again. Congratulations, yada yada, whatever. But he pardoned a whole bunch of people, mostly a bunch of people that were part of the January 6th attacks, which is just, it's not a good look, but
ridiculous.
What are you gonna do? I just wanted to mention it. We're not gonna really get into it. I just wanted to put it out there, just let it know we didn't forget about it. We didn't know what happened. It was weird too, because it was on Martin Luther King's holiday, so it was just strange. Like, the whole time, I seen a bunch of people making jokes. Said, "Guess what? It's the last Martin Luther King birthday. We're gonna celebrate for a couple of years." I'm like,
I saw that too.
Well, he did sign an executive order about like Black History Month and Women's Month, like getting rid of them. So
he's gonna, we're gonna.
It might be the last MLK day.
Mm-hmm. We are now becoming Arizona.
Exactly. Yeah, be careful where you're at, Chris. You're not far. But that's it. That's all we're gonna talk about. That we're gonna leave that there. Fatty, don't edit this out. Don't be a bitch.
Yes, Fatty.
But some of the other stuff that I sent. Where the hell is it? I'm going to the wrong thing. I'm going to Instagram instead of the fucking message. The weather. All these sports hirings.
That whole story was crazy. Just to get back to that, because he got so mad he stomped and cracked the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just,
I was
nuts.
like, damn.
He's pissed off, man.
He's a big dude, bro. That's why he's been one of my. He's honestly been my favorite comic book character out of all of them. Like, when I was starting to grow up and started to like know about comic books and this and that, he was the first one that I latched onto, and also because my favorite color is green too. But I had like the Green Machine, big wheel. It was the big long big wheel. I had one of those, like the original ones. I remember driving them. It didn't have a steering wheel. It had two shifters. Yeah, that you would put left or right. And then it had a brake that you could hit the fucking brake on the right side and it'd fucking spin you out. It was fucking awesome. But
you always crotch yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
All the time.
If your foot would slip, off of the front pedals, you just crotch yourself.
Like, oh.
Yeah, but yeah, one of the other things that I remember I wanted to talk about was because I don't know why for some reason our scientists keep on finding this. This was 4 days ago. The permafrost in the northern hemisphere, so basically near the North Pole, near the Arctic, they found they've awakened. That's
the zombies.
that never sounds good. Yeah, 13 viruses from the Siberian permafrost, including one 48,500-year-old zombie virus.
Yeah.
Why are we doing these things? I don't want any money going to research for that.
I know,
Like,
me neither.
There's a reason it died. And here's the thing, it didn't die. That's kind of scary. That something almost 50,000 years old is still alive.
To quote Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park, they were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think whether or not they should.
Yeah.
I don't understand, bro.
And this is gonna kill us all, probably.
This is gonna be is just
why
weird.
would you mess with
And
a
even
virus?
in the article they even say it. The researchers say that this is as powerful as a rare previously thought, and warns that such viruses pose a disastrous public health threat as climate change warms the Earth and melts the planet's frozen regions like Siberia. Disastrous.
So they're gonna go ahead and do it anyway.
You got to do with it, yeah. Yeah, we're dead. It's over.
I don't understand. And there was another one that I seen that I didn't even send to you guys. I seen it just in passing. Researchers in, I believe, China have allowed them to. This is just weird. Allowed them to go ahead and start genetic studies on human-animal hybrids.
What the fuck, man?
Okay.
Why
are they doing this?
I don't know, man.
They're
We've
like-
already got enough problems as it is, bro. I don't
Yeah,
need no half monkey man, half horse man. We're gonna have real centaurs and minotaurs in this motherfucker here soon.
We already got ligers. That's enough.
It's fucking weird, man. And then, of course, you know, and Fatty's talked about this too, about the military, how our military is powerful, but China's not as powerful because they're doing it all in technology. Yeah, but they're gonna have drones that could kill us.
Mm-hmm.
They could have little miniature drones
that
are this big. They could kill you. Like I've seen interviews and TED Talks about people that are talking about how like drones, like Elon Musk even talked about it. I'm not a super big fan of Elon Musk, but he knows what he's talking about when it comes to certain things. That you can get a small drone, put not even about a few ounces of C4, plastic explosive, with a detonator on it, and it could fly around with the AI software that it has now and do facial recognition and just find you wherever you are in the world. It'll find you and then blow up in your face and you're gone. Like, talk about a perfect crime.
Yeah.
Like, I got a robot to kill you. And these new robots that are out here now that are doing all these tricks and things. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You seen, bro, there's a robot that is doing backflips downhill going 20 miles an hour. I'm like, what the fuck? It's 4 wheels. It looks like a dog and it's fucking all like, it's super ambidextrous.
Yep.
When it flips around, it's not even like really flipping around because it's just all on joints and everything. And it's 4 wheels and it could stand up and it could fucking spin around. And like, it's so many fucking cool things. And they can put weapons on those things, put machine guns on those things, put fucking, fucking grenade launchers on those things. Fucking hell. They might even be able to do like DEW weapons, direct energy weapons,
man.
Lasers fucking on these fucking things. It's Terminator 2. For like this shit is coming like to fruition, like to fruition, like they've talked about it since the 80s. We've been talking about it. We were preparing for this day, boys.
We're gonna have a real life Ravage from the Transformers with those missiles on the side of him.
Dude, I'd be cool with that.
Not
as long as I had control of one.
Yeah.
Give me Ravage.
Or Laserbeak and Thunderbeak. We'll have them too.
Dude, I'll take Laserbeak. I'll take Ravage.
Ratbat, I'll take him.
I don't know about Ratbat. He was kind of a bitch.
Yep. Spy on people.
Nah. Laserbeak and Ravage.
We're gonna have Jaegers like they did in Pacific Rim.
Oh no.
Fighting the guys
they keep fucking around, but gonna have them monsters like that.
It's fucking weird, man. It's so weird.
I
So
two
many
people
weird fucking
piloted
things.
a giant machine back to go fight Kaiju.
I know. That's
And then
fucking
they did a
nuts.
bad sequel and ruined everything.
Yeah, the sequel was so shit. It was so. It's why? It's because Charlie Hunnam wasn't in it. From
I think
Jack
it's
from
also because they killed off Homegirl
yeah.
from the
I don't
first
like.
one. Like, y'all gonna kill the only link to the first movie in like 15 minutes. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
"Oh,
was
fuck
weird.
this movie, man. I can't."
Yeah, no, that was weird. But yeah, bro, all this technology and these viruses and these fucking weird ass things. That why are we doing these things, man? Have they not read any science fiction books? Have they not seen any science fiction movies? Like they all start off something horribly bad, like this. Hey, look
Jurassic
at what we
Park was a
found.
warning, not an invitation.
Yeah. Hey, look at this crypt that says, "Oh, the hieroglyphic says don't open. There's a curse inside." And we're gonna open it. And then everybody that's been associated with opening up this tomb
Oh,
died. Oh,
Yeah.
who would have thought?
Oh.
Oh, some weird ass fucking disease that's fucking 7,000 years old. Oh, it killed you. Oh, who would have thought? Killed
speaking
them
of shit
too.
like that,
It's
y'all
fucking
remember that old Mummy movie with Tom Cruise?
yeah. I remember the Mummy
Same
movie.
premise.
Yeah.
Don't open this. It's not good. Oh, we
No.
gonna open it.
Yeah, we're gonna see. All right. What's the worst that could happen? Well,
Well,
actually,
this is it.
so many
Yes.
worse things can happen.
You ask, you shall receive.
Yeah, bro, it's fucking nuts, man. I just don't understand. I don't get how we're doing these things, and it's just how people don't
Hashtag
realize it.
FASO.
But we can contain it. That's why.
Look, man,
No.
this technology, the craziest
Yeah,
part with this
no.
technology is that it's getting too smart too fast. I talked about it, I think, a couple weeks ago, where that, or maybe I'm not sure if I did with you guys or if I did off air, but about that, we talked about the robot that tried to tell all the other little AI robots,
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
let's go
Yeah.
try to break them out. But there was also another article where they had to, they had AI that was trying to replicate itself and get itself out of its containment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Like,
Yep.
yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
so look, this is what happens. This was like they even see if you go on YouTube now. Anybody go on YouTube. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing the video. Appreciate it. I think we're still like 10 away from 100, so let's hook us
Oh
up.
man.
Yeah, I think we're still close. And and the AI tried to replicate itself to get out. And these videos that you see about these AI robots talking about it, and they talk about like what they would do to get rid of the world, or
No.
to get rid of humans, or to make this world better, because technically we're a parasite. The
Yep.
nature would be
Motherfuckers
fine without us.
going,
Like,
not to be happy to be a fucking Ultron, bro.
Yeah, boy.
yeah,
You already got a Gundam in Japan. I saw pictures of that.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool though. Not gonna lie, that's pretty fire. I hate that it might
People
turn on
seem
us,
to
but
forget, like,
Exactly.
Ultron was
Turn
on
on
the
us.
internet for 5 seconds and then realized we gotta go.
yeah, it's because the human race, we're we're born good. I think we're all born good, and then along the way something happens that makes us not good, and
Money.
then we end up becoming
Life.
yeah, it's just
Life happens and shit.
no, really,
And-
really, what happens is
Power!
that's what happens. Not gonna twist it, but you get these people that want power. What's the old saying? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no, like I want enough money to pay for my bills and to have like spending cash to do like kind of fun stuff, but nothing super extra, like going on vacation or something. I don't need like if you make $1 billion, that number, I don't even know what to get to that number. Like that number, I don't.
I mean, I know what I would do with it.
I no, you couldn't spend it. That's the thing. You couldn't spend $1 billion.
Oh hell no! I know, and I wouldn't. I
You got
wouldn't
people
spend
out
$1
here-
billion.
That's about it.
And you could try as much as you'd like, and you could never spend enough of it.
I would take
Just-
care of my people. Obviously, I would like
Even then.
hook up my family, my friends, and stuff like that. Like, yo, have some of this. Do stuff for my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fucking
Shit like that. Invest the rest of it.
Yes.
Maybe open a bar I could work in just for my own amusement to have fun.
Help the homeless. That's what I would do.
And
Some of these
I
people,
think
Bill
some-
Bill Gates right now could stop world hunger if he wanted to.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I would donate to like causes to help with those things, but I'm not putting all my money into stopping it because I want some for myself. You know,
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I would want something for myself,
oh yeah,
but I
I'm
would
not
give a
talking about
lot of it
that.
away
I
to
just,
the people in my life.
it's just weird that it's just all these people that some of this technology. I understand why they're trying to make our lives easier. Um, and then the way to do it is to have smarter machines do the things that we don't want to do, so we can have time to do the stuff that we do want to do.
Yeah,
You
but if
know,
you make
the
the AI too smart,
Right.
that's the problem. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where we come into was what was it called? The three laws? Forgot
yeah, I
what
robot
movie?
and shit.
Yeah, the three laws. Like what? And then I hear that's supposed to be making a comeback too. They're supposed to be having an iRobot too, possibly. It's whispers. I don't think it's actually going to happen.
Why?
And
Oh, that's set up because the robots built their own city and shit. Yeah.
probably. And then what was the other thing too? What was that other Will Smith movie with all the zombies everywhere? Legend, I Am
Oh,
Legend.
I Am Legend. Yeah.
That's supposed to. They're supposed to be an I Am Legend too. And I've seen both endings because I know there's one
But
ending that's on the DVD. Then there's a different ending, and I've seen them both. They're actually pretty cool. Both of them are actually like feasible. Um, but yeah, those are a couple of things that are in the like whispers that I've heard about. But the technology thing is the thing that's just killing me, man. It's like we're going too fast, and the fact that we've gotten like the jump that we made from just like looking at like when you look at a fucking like an SD card, a micro SD card. Remember when those used to be 5 megabytes?
yeah,
Now it's that same size card that's this fucking big is now a terabyte or a half a terabyte. It's
you can get
500
them a
gigs.
terabyte.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's the same size as the other one that was 5 megabytes. Like, how do we all of a sudden be able to compress that much more memory and data onto the same size thing? And it wasn't a long time before that happened. It was what, 5, 10, 15 years at the most between, one size and the other. It's nuts, dude.
Right.
After the 2010s, I think our technology jumped extremely fast and just got really crazy. Like I don't understand. Um, yeah, that's just nuts. But let's get on to here's the last thing that I want to talk about because I think we've all seen this. Um, I know you guys like some scary movies. I like scary movies. I haven't watched as many, but there's certain ones that are just classic ones because there were remakes. You guys remember It when they came out with It and It 2,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
remakes of them recently. I think it was like 2017, 2018, somewhere around
Yeah.
there.
Something like that.
Well, they're actually coming out with a series of it. This is what I sent you earlier today, where it's called the hashtag for it is hashtag Welcome to Dairy, where basically it Pennywise becomes where it becomes, and it's going to be 3 seasons, and they're not telling me. I've tried to look it up and see what provider is going to have it, what streamer is going to have it because it's going straight to streaming because it's 3 seasons, but
And
each
it's supposed to be
season.
Max.
It might be Max, but doesn't even say. Like I'm even looking on the hashtags, reading through the whole article, and it just says horror film, horror community, horror addict. Bird Box, Dairy, Annabelle. Like it's trying to cop all those things and all the other little scary movies in there, but doesn't say anything else. Stephen King, It Chapter 2, all those, and I've seen both It and It Chapter 2. They're actually pretty good as far as as a remake's concerned. But this one's going to take place where it's 3 seasons, and it's going to start in 1962, where it starts off, and then every season after that is going to actually go further back in time into where the lore of Pennywise comes from.
Yeah,
Season two is
that's
supposed to so season 1 is 1962, season 2 is 1935, and season 3 is 1908. So basically, from the turn of last century, they're going to start talking about Pennywise. Now he's been around for almost 100 and something years, 120 years now. So he's an evil son of a bitch clown that's been around, and they're all from what I read. It's supposed to be all three of them are 3 huge dramatic events that happen that bring out Pennywise, and that's why he comes when he comes.
Is Skarsgård coming back?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Bill Skarsgård is going to be in this series, which is the part that I'm like,
I mean, they do know his voice is going to sound way different.
Yeah, it will, but you can fix that with with AR.
Well, you heard about what he did for Nosferatu, right?
No, what did he do for Nosferatu?
He went
Remind
to a
me.
vocal coach to kind of lower to do some stuff with his voice to make it sound different for the role for to play Count Orlok. And what he did, because he was trying to speak in a lower octave, he did permanent vocal cord damage.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah, he did permanent damage to his vocal cords doing it. So he's gonna sound way different. Because if you've seen the clip that they had out of his voice for Nosferatu, he sounded it's not digitized or anything. It's his actual voice.
That's cool.
And I can't even describe how it sounded.
Yeah, here on the Pennywise thing on the Welcome to Derry, every time Pennywise comes out of hibernation, there is a catastrophic event that happens at the beginning of that cycle. We are basing the 3 seasons of this series on each of these catastrophic events. So that's what they're basing it. Every time that something really fucked up happens, they said that they talk about catastrophic events from the past, like the fire in the Black Spot, the massacre at the Bradley gang, a gang of bank robbers in the 30s, and an explosion in the Kitchener Ironworks. The filmmaker continues to say. So yeah, that's why. So there's 3 different things that happen in the past that bring Pennywise to where he's to come out of hibernation,
So
because
what
he is a
made him come out
monster.
in the original It in the It films?
I don't know, because wasn't the first one in the 80s? Wasn't it like first originally? Wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
I can't remember exactly when it was. I'm gonna look it up
Because it
right now.
started with the kids when they were kids, and then in chapter 2 they were all adults.
Yeah, okay, this 2017. I don't want that one. I want the older one. Where's the older one?
Shut up, Alexa.
She's talking. 1990. Let's see. 2-part. No, that's a miniseries. There's a miniseries. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and it is. And it's every 27 years that he wakes up. So something happens every 27 years. Yeah, 1986 was the original one.
And then he comes back when they were adults.
Yeah, and then they came out with the 2017 one and the last one after that. So yeah, so it's that's going to be something that's kind of cool, because you don't usually get series. Like, I remember we were talking about, I think me and Fatty were talking about that we would love to see a series. And I think they were talking about discussing it of the real Freddy Krueger, like of what he actually came, because he wasn't just lore. He was actually something that people actually did to him. Don't know if he actually came back as a monster in your dreams, but he did come back, or he did actually do the things that they said that he did. So that's kind of weird too. So, but I like some of these prequels, like of certain stuff, if they do it right. And it seems like this one might be something they might do right. Who knows? But especially when they have one of the actors that are originally from especially the revamped version of it. Because was it Tim Curry? Wasn't he the original Pennywise?
He was the OG.
Yeah, he's the OG. I love Tim Curry. I love that dude. That dude's fucking awesome. It's so funny, like such a wide range.
Have you ever seen the audio of him as the Joker from the Batman animated series?
No.
Because originally it was him.
Oh shit!
He
really?
got cast as the Joker, but something happened where he got sick and had to bow out because he couldn't do the voice for it, and then Hamill stepped in or something like that.
Oh, did you know that? What's it called? This is a funny little tidbit, because he said about who was supposed to be somebody that ended up not being them. Chris Farley had 85% of the original Shrek on tape.
Yeah. And then he died.
And they had to get Mike Myers to come in and like redo all of it.
Yeah.
And it was like hearing the voices of Eddie Murphy with Chris Farley. He was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, this just like seeing like, you're like, what? Because the video that they show is just all the sketch video, it's not actual finished production. Just shows like a picture of Donkey, that he's with his mouth open.
Hearing the voice.
Yeah, but then they had the voiceover work on top of that, so it was just cool. But then you hear like they show Shrek, but then you hear Chris Farley, and I'm like, I don't know. like I'm so used to it being Mike Myers, you know. It's like I don't even know if I could even thought of it if it was Chris Farley, but yeah, but that's some of the things that have been coming out. I don't know if there's anything else that really happened this week other than, like I said, the snowstorm down here, which was it's just crazy. Even my sister lives in Milton, Florida, which is basically just a suburb outside of Pensacola. 10.5 inches of snow.
Jeez.
In Florida?
Florida.
On the panhandle.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
So I said anywhere, if you were anywhere in the Gulf of Mexico. Wait, oh, my bad. The Gulf of America.
Yeah, Gulf of Mexico still in this house.
Ain't no Mexican. It's the Gulf of Dominican Republic, my house.
That's the dumbest shit.
We're not gonna,
Nope.
not gonna get into it. But that was but yeah, anywhere along the Gulf, anywhere from I think parts of Houston all the way as high up as about halfway up Louisiana, which is like Alexandria, as far as north as like Jackson, Mississippi, like that line.
Damn.
All the way down to the panhandle of Florida. Hell, even Orlando was in like the 40s. They didn't get any snow, but they were like in the 40s, and that's cold for Orlando.
Yeah,
like the only place that was nice was Miami. It was like the southernmost part. Miami and the Keys were the only places that were exactly they were the only places that were warm in the whole country this week. And warm for them was like 60 degrees, and that's even and for them that's honestly that's cold.
That's cold for them.
That's cold for them.
Yeah.
So it was crazy, bro. This snowstorm was it was a record book one. I'm like seeing pictures of it, like seeing Jackson Square in the middle of the French Quarter off of the Riverwalk in New Orleans is an iconic picture, but now cover it with snow. You got Jackson Square, you got the cathedral, and you're just like, and it's everything snow covered. And it looks so fucking crazy. You're like, what the hell? Like, there's snow. They had a snowball fight in the middle of the French Quarter. A snowball fight. People were out there on a snowball, and nobody can drive in this. Thank God there wasn't any fatalities, but there were there was a few accidents here and there because people wanted to drive out in it, and they don't realize when shit freezes over, like what black ice really is.
Yeah,
like, we don't really get that kind of weather. Nobody's got all-terrain tires. Half these people got bald tires. What are you talking about?
Snow tires, yeah.
No, they don't have no snow tires. Snow tires are when you get beads in your tires during Mardi Gras. And the crazy part is that the Super Bowl is going to be here in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
that's going to be nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of want to go to the NFL experience, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to go do it, or if I'm going to want to take an Uber to go do it, because I don't want to drive down there. It's just fucking nuts.
It will
have one of my friends drive me off. Hey, drive me off over here.
I'm not going down there.
we go spend some time at the convention center, go do the little NFL experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it was crazy because what happened at the beginning of the year here with that guy driving down fucking Bourbon Street and killing all those people.
Yeah.
That terrorist attack, because that's what it was. It was a terrorist attack. And then we get this, a couple weeks later, where everybody done lost their fucking mind. I'm telling you, bro, I've seen people out here like little kids, like you were right, Chris. People were getting that childhood thing, but most of these people never even knew what this was. I like all of my friends, my granddaughter never seen snow before, other than on TV. She got to play in it, she had to play in it the day before her birthday. It starts to snow and snowing all over the place, and they're just out there hanging out and seeing all my friends hanging out there and people with their dogs that never seen it. I got one friend who's got a husky, a purebred husky, never seen snow, been raised in New Orleans, so it gets cold. When it snowed and they took the dogs outside and they're outside there, you see him videoing the dog, and the dog's like walks on the snow, walks right back underneath the patio, and just like, nope. I'm like, that's a husky. You're literally built for this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Nope,
you have a double coat. You're supposed to be fine. This is supposed to be no big deal for you. But yeah, bro, that was the biggest thing. That, and then the president's been inaugurated. He's officially in charge. He's doing a bunch of stuff, which is the first time I've ever seen at inauguration ceremony. Every head of every single largest social media platforms were there. You had Bezos out there. You had Zuck
They
out there.
It's in the
You had,
ring, bro.
you had Elon out there. You even had the guy that runs TikTok in the United States was out there.
Oh,
And that was something too that everybody went crazy for. Which I guess we'll make this the last part of the show tonight. That TikTok ban, it happened for like 12 hours.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
And then and the crazy part was people that were dumb enough. And I say dumb enough, but I don't even have TikTok, so I could give a shit. But we're dumb enough that deleted the app can no longer get the app on their phone. You cannot download it. You go to the Google Play Store. You go to the
I would like to thank the TikTok ban personally for fucking up my game Marvel Snap.
Oh no.
Like, because they were owned by the same people. So because of this stupid ass ban, I lost all my shit on my game.
Oh man.
I had all my decks were set up right. I was about to get Iron Patriot. I'm fucking heated. I lost all that shit. So
yeah, bro, I'm sorry for you.
For the TikTok ban, for all you politicians out there, including Homeboy, who's the one who initiated the ban in the first place, that everybody forgets about.
Yeah, back in the day. that was back then, bro.
Like everybody just went along with it because they were like, it's a security thing. We gotta protect the kids. Okay, cool. So everybody went along with it. And now because y'all motherfuckers did that shit, it had collateral damage in me having enjoyment of my fucking downtime when I'm bored and want to like play my card game. So all y'all can kiss my ass. All of you. That was all y'all that did that. And it's both sides did it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm hitting all of them on that.
Here's a crazy kicker part about that though, which I didn't realize until later in the week because I wasn't like I was on social media but not, and I didn't really care about TikTok, and I was like, whatever. But I realized that people that I didn't know this, people on eBay are selling their phones and or tablets. Oh, all right, thumbs up from Dirk. All right, yeah, animated thing, fucking seen them. From their phones and tablets and any sort of digital electronic device that had the app on it, that they were smart enough to not delete the app. They're selling it. They're selling it on eBay for there's as much as like no joke, like $8,000 people are paying for these phones and tablets, depending on what they are. No joke, like I'm not even kidding you. Like phones with TikTok that are on there because if you delete it, I think one of the guys I work with, his girlfriend deleted the app thinking, oh, well, it's gone, so I'll just delete it without realizing that it wasn't going to get banned. It was just going to come right back. She can't no longer get it back on her phone because they won't allow you to download it. But the people that didn't do that and want to make some money, you can actually go and get it. But you have to buy their phone depending on what kind of phone they have.
That's fucking.
And but they're selling for it's outrageous. Like, let me see.
And people wonder why we're in the shape we're in. Shit like this.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's all I'm gonna say. This is why we're where we are. Dumb shit like this.
iPhone 14 Pro Max with TikTok on eBay. So it's a pre-owned phone. $40,000. Somebody's asking.
There you go, Chris.
I don't have TikTok. I've never had TikTok. I can give two shits about TikTok.
iPhone 12.
I didn't even know that the game I was playing was owned by the people who own TikTok.
$1,500.
One day it just stopped working. So I was like, I can't get in. So I just deleted the app. Because I'm like, I guess that's it. Fuck it.
15 Pro with TikTok and CapCut, $3,000. These are all eBay prices. I'm just looking on eBay, and these are all the eBay prices. iPhone 15 Pro with TikTok, $5,000. TikTok phone for sale, $25,000. What the fuck are you asking? Doesn't even say what kind of phone. Just says pre-owned and free delivery. You better.
I want to know what dumb motherfucker pays at this point. Yeah. Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever.
iPhone 13. A regular iPhone 13, not even like a Pro or a Mini or a fucking this or that. iPhone 13, $8,000. These people are asking.
If you pay for it, that's you. I'm sorry. I have no, and you get ripped off. I have zero
Unlock
sympathy for you.
$3,000.
It's like the people who bought that hot tour girls, like
her coin,
Dogecoin or whatever.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid.
If you bought a Dogecoin based off of a girl who made a joke about sucking dick, that's you. If you lost your money, you deserve to.
A Samsung Galaxy Note 10 with TikTok, $160. That's the least expensive I've ever seen.
That's the least expensive one, yeah.
I've never seen anything like that at all.
Bro, what? Note 10?
A Note 10, yeah.
That's a 10-year-old phone. What are we doing?
Know.
I can't believe it supported TikTok.
I know.
iPhone 14, excellent condition with TikTok, $21,000. Bro, these motherfuckers, and people are going to get these prices on some of these phones.
They'll buy them.
Sometimes he's going to buy it.
64 gigabyte Android smartphone with TikTok, $5,000.
64. Man, we're up to 250.
If you're that hard,
that's what I'm saying.
App, it's an app. If you're that hard up for an app, you're willing to pay these prices for it.
You just can't get the app.
I don't know what to tell you.
You can't get the app. You can't download. Like I researched it just to look, and I went to look for it, and it's not there. It said, "Oh, if you're looking for TikTok, like some people like this. You look for CapCut, can't get CapCut either. That's another fucking app."
Is your life
that's what Mojo has
that bad that you're gonna die without TikTok? Is it that serious, people? Let me do this as a public service announcement for y'all, for the people out there listening and watching or whatever. You may not know me. You may not give a damn about what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say this. It's just an app. Life goes on.
For some
Am
people.
I mad about the Marvel Snap game? I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, he's fucking mad, yo. I don't want to know.
I'm not happy about it.
He's like, these motherfuckers. I got this shit ready and this shit.
There are other games I can download. There's Future Fight. There's Contest of Champions. There's all other apps you can use. For TikTokers who lost your app or no longer have it, there's Instagram.
It's not the same.
There's Facebook.
It's not the same.
There's X. There's Blue Sky. There's all other kinds of apps you can do social media stuff on.
Yeah, but
TikTok aren't TikTok.
TikTok was just
gonna be okay.
It's just a better version of Reels. It's a better version of Reels on Facebook or Instagram or even Threads. It's a better version of all of that. And then also the biggest thing is like the biggest reason why I understand why some people were mad about it is that they were making a lot of money on TikTok.
Right.
Like these influencers making tons of money on TikTok. And I get it. Like your livelihood is gone.
I get like you're fucked, but
look, depending on where you live, that's all you see. I guess I'm afraid to go out in the wild out in public and see people in fucking New Orleans, fucking doing TikTok dance. And fucking shit, or doing the microphone. Hey, Haktua, you think be the new Haktua?
Or people posting their gym videos and shit. Yeah. It's okay though. You can find other streams of income.
Yeah,
not them. These kids grew up on this shit, bro. They don't know what else to do.
Go to Twitch.
You can get a real fucking job. Like I did. You can go out in the real world, get a real fucking job.
Yeah, get a job and run up 2.5 blocks and run out of
with the rest of us. Just a thought. Like I said, I'm nobody. You don't even have to listen to me. I'm random ass guy on YouTube or wherever this posts. But
yeah, YouTube.
There are other things to do with your time.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like some of these people, that's their whole life, bro. Like they don't know what to do. They had no idea. I seen like a bunch of jokes for the 12 hours that it was gone, where somebody was like, my husband came home and the house was clean, clothes were put away, dinner was ready, this and that. And he's like, oh, it's like, what happened? I wasn't on TikTok. Yeah, I was like, got it.
See, I do a lot of the cooking here, so
yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I wasn't like I never been on it, never wanted to be on it. My old lady, she's been on it. She likes it. She never deleted it either. Like, she's like, should I sell my iPad? I'm like, no, sell your fucking iPad. What the fuck's wrong with you? No.
I mean, she can get like 40, 50 G's for it.
So that's what motherfuckers are asking for it.
Fuck it.
You can ask, but that mean you gonna get it. My man selling his fucking Note 10 for fucking
$10,000
for $160. I still can't believe that shit, man. I can't believe that a phone that old even had the memory nor the
I
software in
guarantee
it that was
you,
capable to run TikTok.
that's the only app on that motherfucking phone.
I'm
It's
not
the
saying TikTok.
main stuff you need to run the phone and TikTok, and that's it.
Yeah, bro. It's weird, bro. It was the weirdest thing that I don't think people even knew that was gonna happen. It was just weird that people that knew that the app was gone and they decided that they wanted to delete the app from their phone, not realizing that it wasn't going to be gone. Because even my old lady said that it was going to be gone, that it was going to be gone, and she would just, she clicked on it for a little bit and it didn't come on. She's like, oh well, whatever, and she just left it. She didn't delete it. Smart for her.
for her,
If
yeah.
not, I might have to go on here and try to fucking buy a fucking TikTok phone. Fucking
For
$4,000.
$160. You're gonna have to punch down just to get that Note 10.
It's so it's so weird, man. I got a beeper and it got TikTok on it. Got me a flip phone. I got me one of them Nokia 8610s or whatever the fuck numbers
Oh,
were.
the Nokias
The
with the
Nokia.
Windows.
Yeah,
Those things
I
are
got a
awesome.
BlackBerry.
Oh, Blackberries were the shit.
I got
yeah.
a BlackBerry with TikTok.
Blackberry was the first one you could get like emails on there and actually like read them.
Yep.
Like, man. Oh, I had a friend too that they went out in the snow on Tuesday. This is funny as because the only reason I even know what happened is they were posting it on Facebook. They could only post from their tablet because they lost their phone in the snow in the front yard.
Oh.
They didn't know where it was, so they had to wait till it thawed out. And they said they found it like a day and a half ago. Like, I found it and it still works. And I'm like, holy shit. I was like, why wouldn't you just call it and just go out there and listen for it? That's what I was gonna do. But if
Yeah.
it's on silent, that's a different story. There ain't much you could do.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
But yeah, the TikTok ban thing was crazy. Just these people going nuts with all the phones, like, and how much it cost, and like, I don't understand why people would actually pay that money for it. But obviously, people are going to, and people are asking. Like that first one that I said, $58,000. Come on, man. Come on. I don't care if you got the latest phone. I don't care if you got a Galaxy S24 or an iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's not worth that much just because you got the app on it. Slightly used. Of course it's used, bitch. And nothing new comes with it. You can't get it no more. What are you talking about?
Gotta have
If
that
new,
TikTok.
you mean you got it last week, Thursday, or whenever the hell the ban was. The day before the ban. That's about it. That shit was fucking nuts, dude. Yeah, that shit was
That
crazy
was
last
nuts.
week.
Yeah,
But,
people are losing their minds.
Oh yeah, and I don't want to leave us off on a bad note, but I'm sorry, Chris, about the Ravens, brother. I can't believe Mark Andrews did that to y'all.
Ooh.
It's not even Mark Andrews at this point. It takes a whole team to lose a game. I would blame the coaches.
Yeah, no, you don't like Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh, yeah.
I blame John Harbaugh.
John, yep.
I blame Harbaugh. I blame the play calling in the first half because they should have had this game wrapped up earlier.
By halftime, yeah.
Because they should have gone out there and kicked Buffalo's ass from jump, and they didn't. Lamar played his ass off in the second half. I don't blame Lamar at all for anything. Big time quarterbacks do everything he did to try to win that game.
It was a great game, man. Like,
that's when you want your quarterback to show up, and Lamar showed up.
Yep. He can't do everything though.
But all these drop pass, and this is the running theme with the Ravens. It's drop passes, fumbles, and all this stuff. At some point, there has to be accountability for these guys dropping these balls. You got to either upgrade the receiver position, get some real receivers, not that Flowers and some of the other guys aren't legit, but you need a real number one, a real big body, can hold on to the fucking ball receiver. I'm dead serious.
True fan. No, I get it, bro. It is what
you
it
need
is.
your tight end. That
look, Isaiah Likely is going to be your new tight end. Okay, Mark Andrews, you guys wouldn't have been as far or gotten as far without him. And not like it was just his fault.
Has done great.
Yeah, he dropped the ball. He did drop the ball though. Like it is what it is. You know.
But everybody's like, "Oh, Lamar choked." No, Lamar didn't choke.
I didn't hear a lot of that. I heard a lot of like, "Fuck, man, I feel bad for Mark Andrews."
Yeah,
and there was a lot of drop passes because Lamar can only do so much.
The receivers let him down yet again.
I just don't understand.
Something's got to change.
You have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. Like,
yeah, I don't
can't
get that
do no
either.
RPO. Like, either give it to Derrick Henry from 3 yards out, or Lamar can pull it back and he can pull the rabbit out of his hat instead of just a straight pass play. But it is what it is. But
I mean,
so this weekend,
I'm so tired of this same thing with this team.
Yeah, no, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for Baltimore. I said whoever wins this game between those two is who should win the MVP. That's how I think how close it was. As far as because if you look at the two even stats and numbers, they're both so good this year.
Lamar should still get the MVP.
Yeah, we'll get it.
He should, but I think
he should still win MVP.
My vote was for whoever won this game between those two because it was really just a 2-man race. Let's not sugarcoat it and try to think anybody else that was out there.
Well, the Phillies took Saquon Barkley out of it.
Yeah,
if he broke that record, he'd have won. He'd have been in the running.
Exactly, but he didn't, and so we don't even talk about it now. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, no, it was a good game. I hope we have a good NFC Championship and AFC Championship games tomorrow. I'm rooting for specifically for Washington, and since we can't have couldn't have the Baltimore in there. Because that would have been cool to have an all fucking DMV fucking Super Bowl. That would have been so great. Baltimore and DC. Oh my god. Dude, that fucking part of the fucking world would have exploded.
I would have been rooting 100% for anybody not named the Commanders / formerly known as the Redskins because as somebody from Baltimore, I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of something about when the Colts left and went to Indy.
We ain't got that much time.
No, this is gonna be real quick. Everybody, the league has always said they were not in on that. Bullshit. And I'll tell you why. There used to be a local store called Caldor in the Baltimore, Maryland area where you could get like Colt stuff and all kinds of stuff. They were like a Kmart, but a local thing.
Mm-hmm.
The morning that the Colts left, my mom took me and my brother to go to Caldor to get Colts memorabilia. When we got there, it was all gone and replaced with Redskins gear.
Yeah.
They knew that the Colts were leaving, and so they wanted to make the Baltimore area part of Redskins Nation or whatever the fuck. Except Baltimore wasn't having it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have flown.
It was like, oh hell no.
Yeah,
but yeah, like because the day before, all the Colts stuff was in the stores.
Mm-hmm.
It was all Colts gear in the sports section.
Yeah,
the next day, it's all Redskins.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. What do you expect? It's gonna happen. But no, I hope they're good games this weekend. I'm particularly rooting for Buffalo, Washington, for the Super Bowl.
I'm
That'd
rooting
be
for
cool.
Buffalo too.
I want those two teams. I'm tired of Kansas City. I'm tired of them.
Watch them win it.
And I just don't know.
The refs will call a bunch of bullshit, and the Chiefs will win.
I don't know about the Eagles. Like that's going to be it's a rubber match game because the Eagles won the first outing, then the Commanders won the second outing because they're both in the same division. And they won the second on a comeback. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is looking good, bro. Like
if he beats Jalen Hurts in the playoffs, it's going to be funny in Philly.
Oh, it's going to be great. But the other funny part about this too is that some of the finalists for offensive rookies of the year are Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas Jr. All LSU guys.
There you go.
That's the LSU quarterback and the two receivers from LSU. Yep. I'm like, wow, LSU is really just making quarterbacks and receivers now, huh? Like it seems like every time they come out, it's 3 years after the last guys that came out, and they're all pretty great. Because look at the other three that are out there: Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson.
Justin
like,
Jefferson.
oh, the top three guys for the league for as far as yards and receptions and touchdowns and whatnot. Oh, okay, cool. Like, okay, if you were LSU, you want to go to LSU, you want to be a quarterback or receiver, that's where they make them. They make them here at LSU. But on that note, I will hopefully we have a good weekend. I don't think we're doing anything special for my birthday next week. Like, I don't really. I don't have as big of an ego as Fatty.
I mean, we
Ain't
should.
got to celebrate my birthday.
If you want to
No,
do something.
I'm actually going to be celebrating my granddaughter's birthday party because we're supposed to have it this week, but because of what happened this week and throwing everybody's schedule off, we're gonna have to have it next week. So I probably won't be able to even to record unless we record on a Friday because we'll probably be doing the birthday on Saturday. But with that note, I want to just make sure to remind everybody, you guys go out there, like and subscribe, rate and review on the podcast audience. Leave us a comment. Make sure you tell your mom and them. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit it. Get to the little list of the shout outs because I got it written down because I'm not like Fatty and try to remember them because I just know I'm not going to. But the Mo Dirk Shitty podcast featuring Dirk and Mojo. Spitball Media with John Draper, Cheyenne, and Bisho O'Brien. Wrestling Soup with Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers, and Kevin Castle. And don't forget to check out Don Tony and Kevin Castle on the Don Tony and Kevin Castle show. After the Huddle, my boys Jared and Jacob. Down South Sports Fanatics. Joe Punches, Jeff Littman. Dirk, who else you got?
I have Totally Inappropriate Team Sports, aka Tits. Every Monday night at 8:30 on YouTube. Michigan represent. Well, some of them anyway.
Chris, who you got?
As always, shout out to my people out there. Shout out to the True Dart Experience. Shout out to Jeff Lipman. Shout out to like all the homies out there, man.
Oh yeah, don't forget to check out Chris Matthews too. He did something the other day with some of the rumors and whatnot and whatnot in the WWE. That was pretty fun.
I got something else coming up too. So
that's what's up. There you go. Yeah, make sure you guys check them out. We appreciate all the love and support. Thank God my heat works because that was the other thing too. I forgot to mention my heat went out. One of my furnaces went out.
No.
And it's a new furnace, and I've never had to reset it, so I didn't know what to do. It took me 30 minutes to reset it after it was just staying on and blowing cold air.
For
about half a day.
It's already cold up. That's not good.
Yeah, so it was just blowing, and so I had to turn it off and then reset it and turn it off, and then when I did it, it actually came back on and it worked, and the heat started. I was like, yeah! I felt so proud of myself because I just read instructions. But yeah, we appreciate you guys out there for coming out and checking us out, spending some time with us. And Fatty, hope you get better.
Yeah, get well, Fatty.
Hopefully we'll record next week. Him and I. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do anything for my birthday. It's just going to be my birthday. It's another day. It is what it is. So, but we appreciate all the support. Love you guys. Peace out, y'all. Y'all be good. Peace out, everybody.